Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. So, today we're going to be showing the 64-bit Farlands, but not on Java Edition. I'm on Bedrock Edition 1.10. 1.10.0.4, you can see at the bottom right. So yeah, it turns out you can get older versions of Bedrock Edition. You just need to find a .apk file online and then just install it on your Android device. So that's what I did. This is Minecraft 1.10 Bedrock Edition. Well, Pocket Edition. I'm on my tablet. Huh. Okay, I'm just gonna do this. Oh, we spawned very close to 0, 0. Okay, so basically why I'm on Pocket Edition 1.10 is because before Minecraft Bedrock Edition 1.17, the Farlands generated in them, not the 32-bit Farlands. Those did generate up until beta 1.8, and then they were removed. But the 64-bit Farlands, I showed off on my main channel for the Limits of Java Edition video a while back. So basically, I'm gonna teleport 12,550,700 blocks away. Oh yeah. The precision loss in Bedrock Edition, I forgot, it generates at the 32-bit respective coordinates. So, should be able to look up, and there they are. Now, even though it looks like the 32-bit Farlands, this is the 64-bit Farlands. So why are they generating at the coordinates of the 32-bit ones, you may be asking. Well, Bedrock Edition uses 32-bit code for basically everything. So, the 64-bit precision loss generates at their 32-bit respective coordinates, which is why you need extensive modding to see it in Java Edition. And because of this, the 64-bit Farlands, which would usually generate at 53.905 quadrillion blocks away from the spawn point, instead generate at the position where the 32-bit Farlands would regularly generate if they hadn't been removed. So, while the Farlands technically have been removed, they're still in the game. It's a bit weird saying that sentence. Now, of course, because of the precision loss, you actually can't walk on blocks. If I try, I just fall straight through. But they do exist. And they're pretty cool. Now because 128 blocks isn't the height limit, things like trees and structures can still generate on top of it. So now we're going to teleport to the corner Farlands. And just like the 64-bit Farlands on Java Edition, they get really repetitive near the corner. I showed this in my Limits of Java Edition video. Now, in regular Bedrock Edition, you cannot see this because the 64-bit far lands have been removed. Ooh, a shipwreck. But if you download an older version of Pocket Edition, you can view them. Now, the Bedrock Edition 64 far lands have a really weird corner. Look at this. This is called the Sky Grid, and it's the corner of the 64-bit far lands in Pocket Edition. Don't ask me why. In my Limits of Java Edition video, I showed that they didn't generate like this, but they do in Bedrock Edition. Now, with the Windows 10 Bedrock Edition, you actually wouldn't be able to see the 64-bit far lands. Before 1.17, if you tried doing it on desktop, instead, you just see it transition suddenly to Ocean, and there'd be no far lands. I have no clue why that happens, but on Pocket Edition, they do generate. So all I did was install a Pocket Edition 1.10 APK file, and then I played it so I can view these. Now, the thing is, if we teleport to the corner again, but one of the axes is negative, something weird happens. Why is the game so laggy? Look at that. So this is the positive x-axis far lands, and this is the negative z-axis far lands. It just transitions straight to Ocean, kind of like how I described what you would find on desktop. It's just a sudden drop. But the Sky Grid still generates. And look, you can see lava, and it hasn't turned into obsidian for some reason. Now, what happens if we go to the negative x-axis and the positive z-axis? Oh, yeah. For the negative x-axis far lands, it still transitions right to Ocean, but there is no Sky Grid. Oh, look at that. It's a village. And since this was before the Village and Pillage update for Bedrock Edition, it's the old village. So, this is the positive z-axis far lands. And then, so basically, if you went here before 1.17, on desktop Bedrock Edition, instead of seeing the far lands on any axis, this is just what you would see. Just normal terrain, and then it transitions suddenly to Ocean. Let's go to the village. You can tell some things are wrong with the village because of the precision loss affecting block rendering. Look at the fences. This is one of the old villages because this was before. Okay, block rendering was getting a bit screwy there. Now, I'm going to teleport to 12,560,000 blocks away. This is in the middle of the Farlands. So, you're just going to keep going further into the 64-bit Farlands. So it looks normal. You can see the glitched terrain that you can expect. But now if you look at that. You can see some parts missing from the Farlands. Look, see that? There's some parts missing from the Farlands. This is what's called the Fringe Lands. Not sure why. Or the Comb Lands. I was going to make a video on it, but I never got around to doing it. Now, usually in Java Edition, this would generate at quindecillions of blocks. I'm not joking. But because they're so much closer to spawn in Bedrock Edition, they generate a lot closer. They start at roughly 12,560,000 blocks away. And then look, suddenly there's an increment where it suddenly gets even more severe. The Farlands are breaking down. This is the Fringe Lands, where the terrain in the Farlands is just breaking down. And just getting less and less recognizable. And you'll see some ocean down there. It's because, well, as the Farlands degrade, they don't leave behind any terrain, so eventually it's all just bedrock. Another village. Still cursed because of the precision loss. It's a bit weird. This version of Bedrock Edition 1.10 still has the old villages, but it has the new textures. So that's a bit weird. And the Farlands continuously break down. Another village on almost the same x-axis, z-axis, sorry. It's a spruce one. It's cool. An igloo as well. Oh, there we go. The next increment where the Farlands suddenly break down even more. Now it's just little strips of land. We are 12,562,481 blocks from spawn. And this is what the Farlands look like, reduced to single strips. And because of the degradation of the Farlands, like the Farlands degrading. Oh crap, I just teleported myself too far. What did I just do? Okay. Okay, I did not want to go 30 million blocks from spawn. It's my bad. Okay. No, that's that. So, few issues. Just give me a sec. Okay, so basically what I was trying to show is because the Farlands eventually degrade, it eventually leaves nothing but ocean with the bedrock layer. Also some lava caves. Just, I guess, air pockets where caves would be, but lava fills them in. So yeah, that's cool. And then usually, when you teleport to the location of the stripe lands, it would be intersecting with regular terrain. But here, because there's no terrain, or like no normal terrain, it's just the stripe lands intersecting with just ocean. And I guess the bedrock lift. And the world isn't rendering. I go down to... Whoa. Oh, it's just a stripe. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed this. This just really is cool to me and is fascinating. So I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, bye. Oh, now it renders.